Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the new non-finished Angel's Envy.
Yes.
My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andresi, Tim Swyatt, and Katie Joyce.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
So yeah, something totally different from Angel's Envy, a brand built on finished whiskey, and we're going without finishing, so we'll talk about that after the break. For right now, Katie said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Katie?
Yeah, so if you could have a job that is not what you currently do,
Okay.
I guess technically, no, I was going to say not what you currently do, but it's part-time. It's a job that you don't necessarily want to do full-time, but a job that you want to do part-time. We're going to assume that it actually is enough to like pay the bills, it pays what you want, even if that's not realistic. What part-time job would you have that would fulfill
Personal
your...
assistant for Kate Upton.
Only part-time though. You don't want to do that. You just want that part-time.
I don't know what I can get away with.
Right. Her schedule's not as busy as it used to be either. So yeah, I feel like she probably needs a just part-time assistant.
You can help with tying all the knots and making sure all the stuff's there ready to go. Yes.
Sure.
Sunscreen.
I do a lot into the sunscreen because you got to keep the skin good.
Applying of the sunscreen. That's
moisturizer. Yes.
Answer's no joke.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think that's the right answer. Does anybody else want to try, or do they just want to admit I won this segment?
Damn good one.
My answer technically would fall within that category, but
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yours would be personal assistant for John Hamm. So let's just say it like it is. Yes. I would go with.
No, go ahead, Tim.
Crossing guard. No, the crossing guard, because I want to just yell at people.
A crossing guard, huh?
I would be a crossing guard for kids at the school, and I would throw down. I would be the biggest prick.
Really?
And I'd make sure that they don't come across and hurt those kids. I would probably be promoted so fast.
Tim, I've got some good news for you. We have an opening for that exact position in Truesdale, Missouri.
There you go.
I could be in on this. Have you seen what's it? Oh my God! It's a summer movie. It's Adam Sandler, all those knuckleheads together, and they had Shaquille O'Neal's in it. The second one,
and the second Shaquille O'Neal. I thought there was only one Shaquille O'Neal.
There is one Shaquille O'Neal, and he's also in this movie. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the movie, but he's crossing guard. He's a cop in a crossing guard, and he's dancing and waving people around. That would be me. And then when the shit,
you'd be a happy crossing guard or a pissed off one.
Both.
I do like your point. If you're yelling at the people driving, there's literally that's like the one thing where you could just get away with it because as soon as they call you out and be like, "You're just being a dick," they'll be like, "It's for the kids. It's for the
kids." Grown-ups too.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the kids safe. Yeah.
Yes, I'd be an absolute prick. I would be just. I'd have a license to be one. It'd be great.
Because people don't pay attention while they're driving. It doesn't matter how many flashing signs you have. It doesn't matter what. So you have to be a crossing guard.
They will when I open my mouth. That's for damn sure. It's gonna be great. Talk about old man anger release. It's like a therapy session.
Right.
I can see like walking up and like hitting the hood with both hands.
Yeah.
And pointing at him.
Roll the window down, grab him by the collar, punching him.
Oh yeah.
Pay attention, asshole! There's kids out here.
Kids
like, okay, here. Children, move along. It's safe.
Right.
You can go now.
Right.
Wow.
It's got the authoritative voice to go with it. So
sure.
So I'm going with one caveat. I'm going to be so good at this that Steve is going to even enjoy it. I'm going to be a country music singer.
Oh God!
And I'm only doing weekend festivals. So
they part-time? I could see if you're a singer that part-time would be the way to do that.
Yeah.
It's just weekend festivals. Everyone's drunk. They're having fun. They don't care. But Steve is going to be there of his own volition, and he's going to enjoy it. That's how good.
I'll tell you what. That's the one segment of music where you could be a superstar. Anybody could do it. I mean, if I decide I want to be a big-time country guy, give me 6 months. I'll be at the top of the world. They'll be like, holy shit. Look at this guy. It's the new Jelly Roll. Oh, his backstory's great. He had a drinking problem on the bourbon, and now look at him. He's so successful.
Does that mean you're getting what's her name? XOXO Barbie or whatever, who's his wife?
Bunny.
Bunny, that's right.
Oh, sure.
I like her a lot better. I really don't care for him, but I like her.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, I'd have more respect if you said I'd be the new lead singer of Skid Row. Now we're talking.
But part-time.
Part-time.
Yeah.
Part-time.
She's done an amazing job, by the way. Even though, it is what it is with Skid Row. But.
So, Jeff, what would be your green room requirements? Like, what do you want them to have available for you before your festivals that you're playing in?
Green
Prophylactics for sure.
Yes.
Gotta have those.
I think it's just going to be 3 single barrel selections that I can just.
And prophylactics, those 2 things.
I suppose if that's.
Well, I mean, it's for safety purposes.
You got those whiskey stones. If you're that big up there now, whiskey stones.
Whiskey stones.
That'll be for all the people that I don't like.
There you go.
Exactly.
Beka, how about you? What would be your part-time gig?
My part-time gig would be
old newsboy.
Newsboy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is there a job where I can just sleep?
Sleep, sure. Yeah.
Sleep study participant.
Well,
I think I'd be done with that at this point.
Because she's a worker, she'd have to be she'd be a professional sleeper because you got to train the people that are running the equipment and that. You just don't inherently know how to be a sleep study person. You have to actually. So Beka's job would be to travel around the country and just be a sleeping person, and then she would help them evaluate them. You were a little loud when you were pushing the button to record that. I woke up twice when you did that.
10% too much giggling.
Yes.
Too much fucking giggling once again.
Yes.
I am goddamn sick of giggling. Yeah, then here Steve goes again. More fucking giggling.
Professional sleeper. Yes. Okay. If the Kate Upton money isn't enough, I will supplement with another part-time job working at Ann's Bra Shop as a measurer. So
I'm sure you will.
I don't know that anyone's going in there under the age of 65. They
got billboards. They gotta have younger people. Maybe
billboards.
Yeah, they got billboards. They got billboard money. I don't have billboard money. I have a shop in St. Louis. I don't have billboard money. There's no ABV Barrel Shop billboards out there. I don't have that sort of money. Yeah, they're in that bra fitting money. That's good, and that's their specialty. Katie, she's from St. Louis. She knows this. There's a place that they're known for their exquisite bra fittings. This is how they make their money. I feel like I could bring something to the table.
You feel like you could bring something to the table. Very interesting.
Beka, I don't know how you could tolerate that laugh all night till 2 in the morning.
You can't.
It was a literal fucking nightmare.
She didn't.
There's a special place for you, Beka Sue.
She didn't tolerate it.
I didn't tell. I was laying there. I was trying to adjust to my head to maybe if I I can smother myself and just fucking die.
That's why you need 8 pillows.
Yeah.
Telling you, you never know when you need them.
We've got 6. We got 6 of them on the bed.
6. 6 is
Ah,
a good
see,
number.
Canada, that's the only one.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
mean, they're not excessive amounts of pillows.
Tim has 12. I think 6 is okay.
12 is a lot of pillows.
On the king
That's
size
okay.
bed, 6 is fine. That's just
6 is there's
3 stacks of 2. 3 stacks of 2. That's fine.
it's actually just it's 2 king size pillows on the back, and then 4 standard pillows kind of across the front there.
Sure.
And those get kind of maneuvered. I have my well, it's a barrier pillow is what I call it.
Sure, you gotta keep them away
That's
sometimes.
used for flexibility. Yes.
No, here not for flexibility. It's because Royce will cuddle me off the bed.
Oh, he's a cuddler.
Yes.
He's a cuddler.
If
He's a
I don't have
cuddler.
my barrier pillow there,
Uh-huh.
he'll cuddle me off the bed because he'll just keep on trying to cuddle closer to me, and then I just keep scooting away. And then I end up on the floor.
Actually. Good to know.
And so I have my barrier pillow there, and he used to get very upset about it. Oh, you're trying to block my love.
Oh God.
No, I'm just trying not to sweat at night.
You have this wall between us.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Smart.
no, I'm just trying to fucking sleep. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Because you already take up 3/4 of the bed as it is.
Yeah.
And then by my feet is my 22-pound cat, who's not actually taking up that much space. But when you only have 1/4 of the bed, and now 1/4 of your 1/4 is being taken up by a 22-pound cat, suddenly there ain't much space left on that fucking bed.
You gotta go on a diet.
Dean?
The cat?
22 pounds?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
lost 8 pounds, Tim. What do you want from him?
Right. He's trying. He's making an effort.
He's
That's
lost
Making an
8
effort.
pounds.
No, that's good to know. He's making an effort.
And actually, when he's 2 pounds lighter than what he is now, you can see his bones in his back. He's too skinny at 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Wow.
Is,
Yeah, he's a big boy. He needs some fat on those bones.
there you go. Katie, you asked the question.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna call it being a fairy godmother. And
Okay.
so, because I don't want to be just a personal assistant, but if
Okay.
someone has a problem and they just need someone to come in and fix it for them and just take care of things.
You want to wave a wand.
That's what I
The
want to do. I wanna come in
equalizer.
so they feel like someone just waved a wand and it got taken care of. That's what I would do. So I thought of this today because my brother has been out of town and my goddaughter has been staying with his animals at the house while they've been in Jamaica. And my goddaughter had some graduation parties to go to today and yesterday and last weekend, but I volunteered to go in and help take care of the animals while she was at the graduation party so she wouldn't have to miss out. She just graduated high school, so I wanted her to enjoy. But while I was the last one there before my brother got home, so I went around and my goddaughter had washed the sheets. So I made the bed and put all the pillows pretty. And I made sure that the floor was swept up and there was a note and just tidy things up so that they would come home to a nice, picked up, tidy house as if a fairy godmother had just come in and put things into their place. So that's what I would do. Someone has a last minute cancellation on or needs a wedding coordinator because someone got sick, I'll step in. I'll just come in and handle it all. That would be my ideal part-time job, not full-time. That'd be too much for full-time.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if they need somebody to disappear? Would you also grant that wish too?
I could. Mm-hmm.
You're the equalizer.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
like it a lot.
On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Beka. Beka, what do you got?
I've got a bottle here that looks like you fucking opened. Did you open up this Woodford Reserve?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were into that one. Yeah.
Oh, he got the look.
It was literally unfucking opened. It was perfect.
Well,
It was
we were
perfect.
told we could open up anything.
Yeah, no, you're correct. I'm not saying that you're wrong, Steve. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
It feels like it. It feels like it.
It feels like it.
Yeah. I was just humiliated. I was just there trying to have a good time. I had a couple of drinks.
I was humiliated. I was humiliated. Okay, well, here we go.
Had been a brand new bottle. Had been a brand new bottle. That fresh crack on that. I'll tell you what, folks.
I bet it was so fucking loud,
The
Steve.
fresh crack was explosive. Becca
They
would
giggled about it. That was one of the.
Oh God, yes, it was a cannon. It was a cannon. It was a cannon. So yeah, all right, Becca, weak effort there. All right,
I've been sabotaged.
we'll have Tim go next.
All right, we're going to go with a port cask finish of Deer Hammer American Single Malt.
Okay,
Slide on the set.
nothing.
As usual.
Wallersheim. This is a special one too.
Notoriously good cork pops.
This is rye finished in port barrels, which is a good call on the Angel's Envy show. So here we go. No,
God, that was awful.
That was awful.
It was 3 times louder than the pop.
Yeah, Becca's still got the lead. Even with that weak cork pop she had, she's got the lead. She may take this thing. There may be salvation for me here. We'll see what happens. Katie, you're next.
We've got a bottle of Angel's Envy, the standard that's finished in port wine barrels.
Oh! I'll tell you what, that Woodford was louder than that, but of course, not tonight though. That was the other night when we were drinking it.
So mean. You are so mean.
I hope everybody listening's okay out there after that one.
Yes.
Hey, Steve.
Like,
Yes.
When's the next time I'm coming to St. Louis?
I'm not sure why.
Isn't your bourbon room up right next to where I sleep?
It'll be locked. I'll have to lock that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone was going to get through a locked door, I'm confident it is Miss Beka Sue.
Oh, I'll have traps in here.
He's gonna set trap. He thinks that he's
No.
fucking.
I'll set some traps.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Well,
gonna
you
leave a
think this is
line.
Home Alone?
Yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
going to be a line
You
of
think you're
cork
Kevin from Home
door.
Alone?
all
Yeah.
the way into the whiskey room. There's going to be a line of corks that she took out of barrels and left out and just lined up along
Yeah.
the floor.
I'm picturing the world's largest infinity bottle.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh my God. She fills the bathtub.
The bathtub. Yes, that'd be perfect.
Bathtub bourbon. Here it
Delicious,
is. And I'm
delicious.
gonna bring super glue so then he's got ones that he just literally can't open.
No.
He's like using his teeth. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. It's just
Must be
these
one of those
bottles
glass
won't open."
corks. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
All
Glass
right.
corks are the worst.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are. Jeff, what do you got?
Well, I don't know if there's salvaging Becca's mood tonight, but I do have some Neely.
Ooh.
It's a 4-grain. And I think Steve might have seen the video of Becca drilling one of these
Oh yeah, I'm going to post that
barrels.
on,
So this is
on
the
my
Two
channel.
Eyes.
That'll get
This
good
is the
views.
2 Eyes, 2 Z's version of
Okay.
Neely product.
Okay. That was solid. But
Solid.
Good.
It was solid, but not as good as Katie's. Katie had it there. So
Katie, she's on fire.
cheers to Katie.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this new product from Angel's Envy. It's not finished. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
I'm McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily, home of the hiccup cures.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about unfinished Angel's Envy.
Yes, we are. So, big surprise this past week as we record this. Angel's Envy came out and said that they're going to be releasing, for the first time, a non-finished bourbon. What do you guys think about that?
And it is a cast strength, bottled in bond.
Yeah. Well, not cast strength, right?
It
just happened to hit on 100. They got
Yep.
So they blended it too. Yeah, like kind of like Wild Turkey does with their.
They said it is a cast strength, bottled in bond.
Nice.
It says it right on their website.
I didn't even look that up. So, well.
Yep. Good thing I'm here. Do the real work.
Do we know the price
The
point?
heavy lifting.
Was distillery only? Was it $89.99 or something like that? Wasn't that the price point, Becca?
It comes in like a gift pack too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a gift shop purchase. I don't know if they're going to go, or if they're testing this, or they're going to go for distribution or not. I don't know, but the first release of it is definitely gift shop. So
I got pretty lucky when I visited Angel's Envy in April. Steve hooked me up with meeting the new distiller, Owen Martin, who's been there for almost 2 years now, right? I think he's almost 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years like right now. Yeah, this time of year.
Yeah. And he brought up a nice little sample of something that we were like, oh, wow. He's like, yeah, this is unfinished cast strength whiskey. So I got a glimpse of what this tasted like.
Okay.
And how was it?
There. It was very, very good. It was, there's an Angel's Envy. What he said, I think there was one of the original distillates made on the new still when they installed it at their location in downtown Louisville. It was Kentucky bourbon. Yeah, so it was Kentucky bourbon with a little bit of a flair, a little different. I didn't find it more spicy than anything else. I found it more vanillas and caramels and some more like a cinnamon type thing. If you want to call cinnamon spicy, I guess you could. But I found it to be very, very palatable. It was very good. I think it came in about 117 is where we tasted it at.
Okay.
It was quite up there in proof, but very lively, but not something to sleep on if you could find it. It was very, very good.
Okay.
Interesting. So, does it any indication? Is this their normal mash bill, their normal process, or Tim? You thought they've got a new?
No, it's a normal mash bill that went into everything that's gone out through distribution. Normal mash bill, nothing unique.
It's like naked Angel's Envy.
It's naked Angel's Envy.
Yeah,
it's naked Angel's Envy without the rounded out notes of like a deep plum or stone fruit notes that you would normally get out of the port wine that usually comes in there. And I found it to be very interesting. Definitely, it was definitely Angel's. I was like, wow, that's Angel's Envy. Wow, that's something else.
And they're releasing it on National Bourbon Day.
So the Friday this week.
On June 14th is what it says. At Angel's Envy, we recognize for our innovative secondary finishing process, but sometimes raising the bar means bending your own rules. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to sip our first unfinished. Get ready to sip our first unfinished release, cast strength, bottle and bond at exactly 100 proof. Available in limited quantities on June 14th exclusively at Angel's Envy Distillery. I'll bet there'll
Okay.
be a fucking line there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bet there'll be a fucking.
It'll be a winner for him.
I'm struggling to understand that it's gonna have enough flavor. Like, I feel like it's gonna be boring. Like, that's
No.
my initial reaction, is that like already Angel's Envy isn't overly flavorful even with the finishes. And so
You have to wonder, their audience is pretty specific. That's what they like, and to go so far from that, it's weird, right? I don't know.
why would they try to make themselves more like others? Like, they have a thing. Why don't they just keep
Right.
working on the thing they already have?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would, and I'm not their spokesperson. I have no idea what their thought process is, but I would think that if there is the thought process here, it is like, all right, we're going to maintain and continue to grow our folks who love our finished product, but let's try to grab some of the ones that aren't into it, and let's try to get some credibility in that too, Elaine, and then we'll just grow the brand overall, because we're not losing our people who love Finish Angel's Envy. I would guess that's what they're thinking.
I think that's been a question they've been trying to answer. Like, or at least people who drink Angel's Envy don't worry about it. The people who don't say, "I'd love to taste the product unfinished before it goes in to the port wine barrels in the finishing process." Well, here's your chance.
Right.
I will say, I'm going to say, like I said, it was 117. It was very, very good.
This says that they did a lower barrel entry proof on these.
Okay.
Mhm.
So there's a first for everything. Through a lower barrel entry proof and meticulous blending, Angel's Envy cast strength bottle and bomb bourbon combines the historic bottle and bond distinction with the contemporary boldness of cast strength bottled at 100 proof. The taste toast with liquid gold, aged for 6 years, toasted gold color hue, complex flavor profile. The nose, it says lightly caramelized sugars, vanilla wafers with a hint of banana pudding. Palate is sweet and balanced, honey latte, light fruit syrup and toasted oak. Finish is rounded and soft, gently fades, begging for a second sip.
Nice.
Sounds like a breakfast bourbon to me.
Yeah.
And they're 375 milliliter bottles.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you got to maximize it.
Yep.
And that lowers the price too. I mean, so the purchase price for people. So it doesn't reduce the overall price, but the purchase price is low.
I think this may be the start of something unique coming out of there. To your point, Katie, to make them different, because they've always been different. Some of the stuff that Owen would not give me hints on, but gave me hints on, would seem to be like they're laying down different stuff now. Obviously, they have the rye and everything like that. My big question was him from his prior history where he's been at, is where's a single malt or any malted versions or anything like that. And he's like, can't confirm nor deny, but we are experimenting. So
Okay.
I think there's something. He's definitely bringing some interesting, if you want to call it innovation, or just different ideas to that product.
Okay.
So it's not as necessarily, let's call it two-dimensional now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The price is $54.99.
$54.99. Okay.
Yeah.
Not horrible.
And you said that's in some type of gift pack?
Yeah, it's like a gift pack, like a box that you could see it through it. So it's got the bottle and a glass, and then probably
They
some
did
information.
less work and they're charging more. Is that correct?
Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
I don't
100%.
see the gift pack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know they're doing there is a signature series gift sets that they do, and they have engraved bottles. But I do not see. Yeah, the gift set is $89.99, but it is not in that.
Really?
So I think it might just be the bottle.
Okay.
But
Everyone I saw post about it
I
had
could be
the-
wrong. I don't know. That was all the influencers that got theirs, right?
I don't know. I'm not part of the influencers, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And
So-
your media sample list is starting to go down, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just dwindling to nothing now. I get plenty sent to me. I got enough for sure. But Beka, here, I'll send this to you. This is not. Did this go out to media people, or is that? I thought that was the packet.
I don't know.
Distillery series, available exclusively at Angel's Envy.
Yeah, maybe that is what it is.
That's what I thought they were releasing.
Yeah.
But
That it's very that. I mean, obviously you have an actual photo of it, so I would say
Right.
yes.
okay. So yeah. So, folks, if you go to the store, you may or may not get a glass included in there. I'm not sure.
We don't know.
Sure. We don't know. We're not spokespeople for Angels Envy. We're just
Nope.
telling you what we know, which is not a lot. We're just talking about it. So it's interesting. I'll be curious about the reaction to it. I would try it myself. I want to taste it. I want to see what's going on there. I don't know if this is a good move or a bad move. I think we got to just sit back. Probably what they need to do too, and just see. So, yeah, because the brand was definitely built on this is a finished product. So, but maybe it does open doors for them. So we'll see. There you go. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on all the socials, X, Facebook, Instagram, Cigar Dojo. It's Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, Katie.
You can find me researching billboards now that Steve mentioned not having a billboard. And
Oh, you gonna give me one? You gonna help me get
I'm
one?
looking at billboards in Arnold, Missouri right now.
Okay, I need one. Yeah.
So if you want to add to my fund to get Steve a billboard in Arnold, Missouri, please contact me on Instagram at KatieProof.
All right. Excellent. Tim.
You can find me officially knowing a lot about whiskey over on Instagram at SwyGuy2112 and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
Okay. One time I saw Dave's Diner has a perfect one for us right on Lemay Ferry Road, which turns into Jeffco Boulevard after you cross the river. And there's a billboard right there for Dave's Diner. And Dave comes in one day. He's like, "How you like my billboard?" I said, "I got an idea for you, Dave. What if is like I get a good deal on it too?" I'm like, "What if we split that in half? I'll pay half of your rent on the billboard. Do you lose anything if you get half the billboard as it says Dave's Diner and half of it says ABV Barrel Shop?" He's like, "I don't think so." And then he never got back to me. What happened? I could be on a billboard right now, but yeah.
That might be the easier route. Just contact Dave's Diner and then we'll go on. Because I was looking up ones on like 55, 141 here, and they're all facing the wrong direction. It's ones that people would see as they're driving away from the barrel shop.
We don't need that.
You don't want that.
I need a north facing one. And because I found one like south, but then it wouldn't be where I drove by. So
Right.
I'm not going to do that, obviously.
No, Katie wants one where she can see it. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
You should put one in North Dakota. It says, 1,000 miles to the ABV Barrel Shop or
Like
something
Wall
like that.
Drug. So go to
Yes.
South Dakota and do the opposite of just lead
Okay.
people away from Wall Drug back
Yeah.
to Arnold, Missouri, and keep
Right.
up. I like it.
Find all the cheap ones that are all broken down and put your face up there.
Right.
That's good.
640 miles to the ABV Barrel Shop. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Arnold, Missouri.
Becca, one time I had this conversation with Jeff Andreezy, and I want to see you as someone from Minot, North Dakota. Not where I'm not talking about where you're living now, but you got to go back to Minot for a while here, and back when you're living there. And Jeff was telling me, I said, "When are you thinking about retirement? What's retirement look like for you?" And he's like, "The winters, he's northern Minnesota guy, and he's like, the winters they wear you down. So retirement for me is going to involve going to someplace warmer." And I'm like, okay, I get that. I like this, in fact. I very much appreciate that. I'm in St. Louis, and I'm thinking about I want to be in a warmer place when I retire too. So I said, "Jeff, well, where might this nice retirement place be?" And he's like, "I'm thinking like South Dakota, Becca, when you were living in North Dakota, are you thinking as South Dakota is like balmy? It's just
South
so
Dakota
warm
is
there.
not warmer.
It's just so warm down there. It's just your joints just feel alive when you're
The
walking
Red
around in
River
the winter
Valley, around Sioux
Yeah.
Falls, maybe.
Yeah.
Rapid City. Rapid
What were you
City.
thinking?
Rapid
It's not
City is
warm there.
not warm, Jeff.
It's not warm, Jeff. It's colder than Witch's Tit there.
It's
You don't want
warmer than Roseau, Minnesota.
that.
Maybe for like
Warmer than
2 extra
Minot.
weeks out of the year, you're not getting like months extra of good weather. Like you get like a 1 week each.
Yeah. And you don't pitch this as your warmer place you're going, by the way. That was embarrassing.
That was a misstep.
Yeah, that was a
Well.
misstep. Yeah.
You've known me long enough. That's how I roll.
All right. Well, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Of course, come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop in nice, warm, cozy St. Louis. I mean, when you're comparing South Dakota and Minnesota, that does sound warm. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Becca, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Farnance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.